Last of the early afternoon games, the Bears are at the Falcons. Falcons open up -3. It's up to 4. So who do you like in this game?
Yeah, I like the Falcons in this one. I mean, how are the Bears 2-0? Like I can't believe that they're 2-0. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Again, let's go through the 2 games they played. They were trailing by 17 to Detroit, and somehow made the comeback because Detroit's top 3 cornerbacks got hurt. And then last week they were able to win barely against the Giants because they scored 17 early and never scored again. But the Giants lost Saquon Barkley and just weren't good on offense. But they almost lost that game somehow. So the Bears are not very good, despite what their record says. The Falcons, I feel like, have played much better than them, especially on offense. I know the Falcons' defense is terrible. Their secondary is awful right now. But they're playing Mitch Trubisky, so they should be able to contain that offense at least enough to cover the 4 here. And, the Falcons should be pretty angry because they just absolutely blew it last game against the Cowboys. Like, I still don't understand how they lost that. So I would expect them to come out angry. I will say I am a little concerned, though, because Dan Quinn teams early in the season and when having big leads just seem to find ways to lose in horrible fashions, which is why, I think the Falcons were smart to keep Dan Quinn after what he did at the end of last year. But if the play we're seeing continues, I think it'll probably be time for both teams or both the team and Dan Quinn to find a new arrangement there. But yeah, I'm on the Falcons here. I know I've seen some Bears going to make it to the NFC Championship, and we also have I think TJ, who usually watches, has said that the Bears are going to make the Super Bowl. I do not see that. I think they could just very easily be 0-2. They've just lucked into a couple of wins against some banged up and not great teams.
Yeah, the Bears have a track record of getting these BS wins. I remember back in, I believe it was 2001, where they had I'm kind of dating myself here, but they every single week they would have weird interceptions floating to a safety called Mike Brown, who would win games by himself. And the Bears, they went 13-3 that year, and then they lost right away in the playoffs. There's the biggest fraud team. They had a 300-pound quarterback named Jim Miller, quarterbacking them. It was just they had no business being that good. And this feels like the same to me, but I think the luck may continue here. I'm going to be on the Bears, and I don't get why the Falcons are favored by 4. I don't think they're a good team at all. I think I made a mistake betting them to win the Super Bowl at 80-1 odds. Their secondary is atrocious. It's just so bad. I don't think they can cover anyone. I know Trubisky's the quarterback, but he has good receivers. Miller and Robinson are very good receivers. So I think they could do some damage there. And I don't have any faith in Atlanta's offensive line to keep the Bears out of the backfield. We saw in week 1, Seattle doesn't have that good of a pass rush, and yet they got to Matt Ryan quite a bit. And that wasn't a concern against week 2 against Dallas, because the Cowboys just kept feeding turnovers to the Falcons. That's how the Falcons got a big lead. It was a fumble on fake punt that went awry, and then fumble. The Falcons got 20 free points just to start the game, and yet they lost somehow. So I think this team is trash. I don't think they deserve to be favored by 4. And I'm getting the better defense with 4 points. I'll take the better defense with 4 points. So yeah, I like the Bears for a few units here.
Oh man, I hate this game enough. I'm not going to bet it. And now hearing you make the case for the Bears after remembering what the Falcons actually did last week, man. Now I feel like I want to switch my pick, but I'm going to stick with the Falcons just because I have this sneaking suspicion that they're going to find a way to win this game, and I'm probably going to be wrong because we're always wrong when we're confident in the Falcons. But we'll see what happens. I could very easily see what you say panning out, but I was hoping for a better line on this game, honestly, because if Chicago was favored, I'd feel more confident.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree, and I thought the Bears were going to be favored before I saw the lines. I was like, I usually make my own lines, and my personal line for this game was Atlanta -1. And then I saw that the Atlanta was favored by 3.5 or 4, and I'm like, what is happening? And there's a lot of public money coming in on Atlanta, so yeah, people loved what they saw from the Falcons before they blew that game. But like I said, Dallas just kept giving them points for free, like Atlanta didn't really do anything that impressive in that game. Maybe Julio Jones, if he catches that pass, they win. But yeah, it seems like they just got lucky,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think long and hard about changing this pick. We'll see as the week goes along. I may change this one, so I'm not that confident in this. So if you're watching this, listen to Walt over me here.
Yeah, well, hopefully that pans out.